All right, just about set to go. And on the mound for Washington in this one, Mitchell Parker. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Ian Happ leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Lyle makes the grab, one away. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Pete Crow Armstrong.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Kyle Tucker, the next to hit, takes outside. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a gold glover. One out, base is empty. And now 2 balls and a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 gone.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the catch, inning over. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back here in Nationals Park. And our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
C.J. Abrams leading things off and takes a strike. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Next offering is down low. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, right field. Suzuki makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup, the guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Luis Garcia.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Swing and a foul straight back. One down, base is empty. Bouncer to second. Slings to first in time.
Batting third, designated hitter, Nathaniel Lowe.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. That misses. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
The other way. Hauls it in to end the inning. Nationals go quietly. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second, so now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Pete Crow Armstrong. Parker back to work. And that's too high. That's through there for a strike. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. No score here in the second. Next offering upstairs. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Runner takes off. Ball misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
And that one in the air center field. Hassel sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Michael Busch.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
In the air, right field, Lyle drops steps, heads back on it, makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 1 and the Nationals 0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia.
Ripped to short. Handles, throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth, First baseman, Josh Bell.
Josh Bell at the plate now. In there for strike one. Righty delivers. Not close with that one. 1-2 the count.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And a sweeper misses for a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That one a little bit high, and now 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. Slides for the stop, and that's a great play for the out.
Batting 6, center fielder, Robert Hassel, the third.
Now, Robert Hassel, the third. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Yeah, big swing and a miss. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And the Nationals gone in order. And it remains 1-0. Back in Washington, D.C. New inning getting started. So up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Shaw getting to start at third. 23 years old. A former first-round pick in 2023. Strike 2.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hassel right there to make the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting 9th, catcher Reese McGuire.
The batter now is Reese McGuire. He's been a great free agent sign. Right through there for a strike. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
High fly ball out towards left center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting left fielder Ian Happ.
So the batting order turns over. Ian Happ up to hit. A switch hitter batting right.
Let's go next.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Slice down the right side. And that one is lifted in the air. Lyle under it. Squeezes it. And that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 1 and the Nationals nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now the switch hitting catcher, Keibert Ruiz. That one fouled off. Next pitch inside, and it's 1-1. Foul ball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Ground ball right side, Bush. He takes it on his own. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
Third baseman, Jose Tena.
And now up for Washington, Jose Tena. And the first offering is not close. Just missed. Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. Fastball for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
This one in the air. Shaw. And there's 2 down.
Batting ninth, right fielder, number 51.
And here is Dalen Lyle. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. This one in the air right field. Suzuki has a beat on it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Start of the 4th, and here's the DH for the Cubs, Kyle Tucker.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Gets against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So up next, Seiya Suzuki. He's 0 for 1. And a strike.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Crow Armstrong batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That's off the mark, and a count even 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That clips the corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And downstairs. Tucker at first, 1 gone. Fastball is outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
For the Cubs,
2 on, 1 out. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Dansby Swanson. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that skips in the dirt.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Busch.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up.
Ball 1, no
In the
strike.
dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Check swing called strike. And the count even at 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And delivers outside. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Cubs strand a couple, but they still lead it 1-0. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, C.J. Abrams. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Up now for Washington, James Wood. Grounded out his first time. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that's outside.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And another ball.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter in the back of the mind. You're wondering, with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back, let your hands work, stay in the middle of the field.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now.
Now batting.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Rounded out his first time up. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Carrying well. Out of here. And the Nats have the lead. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boone. Aggressive, and it paid off. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Bell hits low, second trip to the plate in this one. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 2. Tyone maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Draws the walk there.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
The third.
Hassel stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Bell off of first with 2 away. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now two on with 2 outs.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
0-1.
Two on, 2 outs. Late on that fastball.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Soft contact in the air. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Nationals Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Leading off, Nico Hoerner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And that one fouled off.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Fouled off. He was late. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
So digging in, Matt Shaw. Fly to center his first time. Hoerner back in on a dive. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. He's safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Check on the runner, and he's back in on a dive.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Swing and a foul out of play. Tying run in scoring position, and we're at the top of the 5th.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
One ball.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Hoerner flies around third. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score. It's 2-2.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Go ahead run on base. And next for the Cubs, Reese McGuire. Flied to left his first time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Wood puts it away for the out.
Now batting, left fielder Ian Happ.
Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Yeah, and wins that gold glove as a left fielder, and it's a guy that was a pretty good center fielder as well. But you know, one of the things for him is just being able to be in the same spot every day. I think it increases the comfort level and allows that athletic ability to really shine. Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Here's Kyle Tucker. 1 for 2. That clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
And a foul ball.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back after this on the show. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here is Jose Tena.
Jose Tena.
Tyone back to work. And that one clips the corner.
Well, these Nats just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, number 51.
Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. Flied to right his first time.
Let's go, Nationals!
Up the middle. Nice grab. To his knee, the throw. Got him. Nice play.
Look at the commitment to make the play.
Now
Down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
So the Nats lineup turns over. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
One and one.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That one close, ruled a ball. Now 2 balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside. Two down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. We are tied 2-2. Back in Washington, D.C. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Seiya Suzuki. Liner caught at second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. And there's a hit.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters,
Shortstop,
they take so many
Watson.
reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Go ahead run on base. Swanson digs in to first, and he breaks for second. To second, and he's out. Fastball for a strike. All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th. The shortstop takes the ball. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Zach Brixey looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Henry warming up as well. That one not close. 2-2. And that just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And here's a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. We are tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now James Wood.
Left fielder.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Whips it across, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, designated hitter Nathaniel Lowe.
And here's the DH for Washington. Nathaniel Lowe. 0 for 2 in this one. Lowe measures 6 feet 4 inches, 29 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. To the right side, Horner sends it to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Nationals, second baseman, Luis.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Luis Garcia. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Washington, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Back here in Nationals Park, we go to the top of the seventh. Now it's going to be Michael Busch. And there's a strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes. You know, these Cubs, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So here's Horner now. Popped up. Garcia should have this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 down.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
Hey! 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, left field. Wood sizes this one up. Corrals it. And that'll do it. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Caleb Thielbar. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Number 24.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging. And now the center fielder, Robert Hassel III. And ball 1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Genesis Cabrera, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Pomerantz getting loose as well. And there's a ball.
Well, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Next offering, he's in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one
3
way
balls, 1
inside.
strike.
One down, base is empty, and he walked him.
Take your base.
And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or two.
Now
Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
Ruiz.
Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. That one's in there, 0-1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Here's your 1. And there's the strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
One ball. 2
Squirts
strikes.
away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Goes to second. Save. And he's into scoring position with 2 away
Now
on a wild pitch.
third baseman, Jose Tena.
Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
There's the strike. 95 of that one. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Lifted in the air out to left. Hat. He's got it. That is the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Zach Brixey.
Now pitching
He's been
for the
so good against
Nationals.
lefties.
Number 66, Zach Brixey.
Here's Reese
Leading
McGuire.
off for the Cubs, catcher Reese McGuire.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Kyle Finnegan, the closer of the staff, is throwing. There's a strike. And fouled off. Got him! One gone here.
Now batting, left fielder.
So up
Ian
next,
Happ.
Ian Happ. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Happ lays off. And a count 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. Out towards right center field. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter Kyle Tucker.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, 1 for 3.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
First
Count
pitch,
1-0.
not close.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Ball 2. 2-0.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Just missed.
Outside.
Seiya Suzuki in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In the air, right side. And that'll get down for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that's one of
Now
those
batting,
knocks where you almost
right fielder,
expect to get some
Seiya
jabs from your
Suzuki.
teammates when you get back to the dugout. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you
Now
smile as a
running
hitter
at
just
first
about
for the
every
Cubs.
time.
So a change being
Number
made at
5.
first base. Cubs going to a
John
pinch runner.
Birdie.
John Birdie. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. That one catches the corner for a strike. Two outs. Fought off foul. Brixey throws over.
Safe, he's
Birdie
good.
back in on a dive.
One ball.
In the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Throw to second, not
He's
in
safe.
time. He's there easily. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Gonna have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit, then that wild pitch. Good time to step off, take a deep breath.
Hard hit, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The throw is offline and he's in to score. 3-2, they
Now
take
batting,
the
center
lead.
fielder
Well, there you go.
Pete
The
Armstrong.
RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So 2 down, Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Known for his late inning heroics. That's a strike. 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Next pitch is outside. Suzuki leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and it falls. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. This one bashed to left center, on its way, and that one's out of here. His 12th of the season. It's 6-2. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Zach Brixey gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
new
the
pitcher
Nationals.
Coming on, the veteran Trevor
Number
Williams.
32.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
And up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. To the right side, and that chance handled. He steps on the bag. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So the Cubs get 3 on this blast. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Drew Pomeranz.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Now it's the right fielder, Dalen Lyle.
Washington.
The Nats
Right
in striking
fielder,
distance,
number
but have some
51.
work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And strike 2. Next pitch in the dirt, and the count 1-2.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Next
That
offering
ball
misses, and now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's counted away. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And that's the first out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
The Cubs bullpen with some action. Ryan Presley up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Horton also throwing. The Cubs leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. This to third. In time to Busch. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Nationals, left fielder James Wood.
2 down, bases empty. James Wood will hit next. Ground ball up the middle. Swanson on the run, throw to first. On the money, nice play. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Nationals 2. Back in Washington, D.C. at the plate, Nico Hoerner.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Out to short, Abrams. And he'll be safe at first.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Matt Shaw now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Williams, a 6'3" righty, 230 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2013. Hoerner gets his lead at first, nobody out. And that's way high, and that is ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Andrew Chafin looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Number 48, the right-hander, also getting loose. Ball to strike. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, catcher Reese McGuire.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Reese McGuire. That pitch clips the outside corner. That's strike 1. First and second, no outs here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a ground ball. Dives and he can't hang on to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Ian Happ getting ready to hit. 0 for 4. 3 flyouts and a strikeout. Gets the call. It's 0-1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is a big first out.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
John Birdie now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And there's a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. To first, might be 2. Throw pulls him off the bag and he's safe.
Now batting.
Well, some errors hurt way more than others, right? I mean, 2 runs come in right there, so definitely a tough one to get over, and that could have been a very different result if they make the play cleanly.
comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Trevor Williams departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Now on the
Nationals.
mound for the Nationals, number 48.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
One away, runners at first and third. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap.
In the air out to center. Hassel makes the play. Runner tags for home. He'll score in the sac fly, and it's 9-2.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Tenna tracks it down for the out. So they get 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. High to the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 9 and the Nationals 2. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall it, it's awesome.
Second baseman, Luis Garcia.
And now here is Luis Garcia. He's already homered in this game. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was, I mean, it was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Well,
we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Bell stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Pomerantz is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
This one ends the final 9-2. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.